time and talent and their gifts. Now, Elizabeth and I have been knowing each other for a while through Periscope, and guess what? Elizabeth has a story to tell you. First, I'm going to ask her a question. How did you hear about Hula Hoop Changed My Life?
I heard about Hula Hoop Changed My Life through you, Chakra. And because I follow you, and I saw you, and I was like, wow, damn, girl, she can do this? If she can do this, I think I can try to do this. And it looked like so much fun. And I have been a runner for quite a while, and I'm getting to the point where I cannot do it anymore because of my joints. And I said, I really, really need to pick up something that's a full body workout in place of running. And so when I saw you doing the hula hooping, I was like, yes, I'll join your group. Where do I get a hoop?
I know, right?
Right. And you told me where to find one. And my very first hoop I got through Yvonne. So I have her here.
Do you have a name for her?
No, I don't have a name for her. Okay. This is the very first hoop I got. Adult size hoop that Yvonne made for me. And it's collapsible. So that's how she shipped it to me.
Yeah. It comes like the shape of a pretzel. And then you just unbend it, right?
Yeah.
And you go really figure eight or... actually, circle or figure eight?
Yeah, double circle. I think it's a figure eight that folds to a double circle, and then you slowly open it up. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, the first time I put that thing around me, I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun. I was just like, automatically got addicted to it.
Yes.
I was having so much fun laughing at myself because I couldn't keep it up. And I'm like at 8 minutes now. But every day since I've had it, I've picked it up, and I'm not even once, but I'm like doing it 3, 4, 5 times a day.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like picking it up when I can and doing it. And I got so excited about Dina Farrell, Mrs. Farrell, with her power hoops, her luxury power hoops. I was like, I have to have one.
Right.
So I contacted her.
Right.
And I got myself one of her beauties.
Yes.
Purple, because purple is my favorite color. And she customized it for me. She put my name on it. I don't know. You probably can't see. Well, no, it's hard to see. But she's got my name on it.
Yeah.
A little diamond. And I started trying that. And after the first day, I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could do this. But I'm like, yes, a little bit at a time. So I think the first day I did about a minute with it. And then I went back to my other hoop. And I just kept trying. Well, today was the first day. And I do have to say, I reached 8 minutes. Oh. So I was like, wow, 8 minutes I got. I may have dropped it once in that 8 minutes. Make a choice. I don't know. But I did drop it. But, I had so much fun. And, I've taken it around. I've done a lot of it inside. Right now I'm downstairs where my exercise equipment is. But I do it a lot of times upstairs because you could do it inside. And I've taken it up to the barn. I'll tell you a little story because if anybody doesn't know, I have horses. And I have a barn, and I'm usually doing chores up there early and late and stuff like that. But one day I took it up to the barn with me. And I was like, hula hoop in the barn. And it got to be so warm. I had the horses inside. I had just brought them in because it was too hot outside. I went outside and I figured, I'm going to hula hoop. And here's my horse looking at me out the window like, girl, what are you doing? And he's like talking to me through the window, whinnying at me, and I was like, that's kind of funny. He knows I'm having fun. Yeah. So yeah, it's a full body workout, and paired up with my nutrition and the exercise, I'm seeing differences already, and it's only been 2 weeks for me. So, and I'm still having fun.
Yes, and I agree with you. You see my cheeks? I've been laughing every day since July the 5th. I sleep deeper. My hot flushes are less. And I have my hoops in the car. When I go there like, Miss Wanda, you got a hoop? I told her she was hooping the other day. When I bring them in, people are trying them. Clients are trying them. It's amazing. So that's how you found it, and now you talked about how hula hoop has changed your life. Mm-hmm. I talked to you about how first I started hooping, and then I became encouraged about eating differently. Now, I already knew about Elizabeth because we're Perry buddies, right?
Yep.
So we're now and collaborating and connecting in other ways with our communities as healers. And I said, wow, Elizabeth, share. I asked Elizabeth to share in the group, and we'd like to announce, what are you going to do, Elizabeth?
On Wednesdays, and last Wednesday I did this, but on Wednesdays I'm going to do Wellness Wednesdays. Yeah. And I'm going to bring information into the group, and starting with nutrition, since I'm so passionate about nutrition and healing, I will bring little messages and tips and techniques every week on Wednesday for everyone in the group.
Look, guys, you're getting free nutritional with a passion from a woman who, this is not something she just put together.
She walks the walk.
That's right. She walks the walk. Because I read a little bit of your bio. Tell us a little bit how your ebook was birthed.
Well, back in 2010, I was diagnosed with high cholesterol. And when I went to my doctor, I was a candidate for a heart attack or a stroke.
Oh, wow.
Which really, really devastated me, because at the time I was like 45 years old, and I'm thinking, are you out of your mind? I can have a heart attack or stroke. And he says, you have to exercise. And he says, you have to exercise 30 minutes nonstop, get your heart rate elevated, get going. And I was devastated. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And he gave me options of exercise I could do. And I chose the running. Not that I liked running, but I chose it because I figured that was the only thing I could do year round, because I do have a treadmill.
Okay.
And it's snow where I live for almost 6 months out of the year. So I was like, I have to do something. And so I started running. Well, after getting my blood work done, after running for like 6 months, and I was doing a 5K every day, 3.1 miles every day.
Wow.
I had got myself up to that. I couldn't do it. I cried the whole time trying to run, and it was very difficult for me. But after having my blood work done and not seeing a really huge improvement with the exercise I was putting in, he told me, he says, you've got to do something else. We're going to put you on medication. And I said, I'm not going on medication. So he says, well, you got to do something. I says, I know how to fix this. And so I did a lot of research. I followed an anti-inflammatory diet. I created my own recipes, and every 3 months I was getting my blood work checked. And I went in to get my blood work checked, and now my cholesterol was down to 124 from 250.
Wow.
My triglycerides were down to 92. They were astronomically high, and anything above 150 is high. So I had gotten those down, and he looked at me and he said, what did you do? Because a lot of physicians aren't trained in nutrition. And I said, I changed my diet, I changed my nutrition, I changed the way I eat, and I'm still exercising and on top of it. And I changed my life around. And in that moment when my husband heard my blood work results, he decided he's got to do this. Right. So he joined me, and it's helpful to have more than one person in a house doing it. But once he joined me, then both of us, he dropped, 50 pounds.
Wow.
His cholesterol levels went from the 300 range down to the 100 range, and we both turned our life around.
Wow.
And now, because I can't really run anymore,
how your ebook was birthed.
Yes, my ebook was birthed from all the recipes, and I have more ebooks in progress. Yeah, so that was birthed from some recipes I created to activate the healing genes and turn off the ones that cause illness and disease. Because as everyone knows, inflammation is what causes illness and diseases in our body. So when you learn how to bring your body into a state where it's not inflamed anymore, then your body can heal itself. And you literally change your genetic makeup. You literally change your genes. You switch off the ones that cause the illness and disease, and you start activating the healing ones.
I hope that everybody is hearing the nuggets in what she is speaking about. What Elizabeth is saying is something very clear. As far as what she is saying is something very powerful. Elizabeth has an ebook, and she's going to share her website on where you can get the ebook. I've started to create some of the recipes myself. Little by little, I've done the pink power
smoothie,
and I've got my eye on another one.
The blueberry one.
Blueberry one. And your ebook has about 13 recipes.
Yep.
Seem to be easy recipes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
And dessert.
And again, the key element is this is something we don't really sometimes pay attention to or aware of, is that she's teaching you how, and she's done it for herself and her husband, and the results are there, proven by going back to her doctor, improved her health through the science. It's the science of an awareness of bringing food into your body that helps. Again, Elizabeth, spell that out. Tell us again what's happening really.
What it does is you're decreasing the inflammation in your body. I can hear you. Oh no, you're there.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is you're decreasing the inflammation in your body, and you're activating the healing, and you're turning off those genes that create the inflammation that help. And when you eat processed foods and you eat foods that are not whole foods, and you use animal products such as butter or cheese or dairy and stuff like that, you're causing inflammation in your body. You're causing those markers to be raised and flagged, and you're causing your body to be in a state of not balance. You're out of alignment. And when you bring your body back into alignment by eating the correct foods that we're meant to eat, then that's when you start turning on the healing genes. Because the big thing is, and I will say, dairy is a huge inflammatory food, the dairy products. And people's like, well, I gotta have my milk, I gotta have calcium. And I'm like, no, if God wanted you to drink cow's milk, he would have made you a cow. You know?
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
So you don't need to drink that, okay? And you are what you eat. You are what you ate. When you eat something, you are what they ate. So if that cow is given hormones, if that cow is given grain, that's what you're getting.
Wow.
That's what you're getting in your system. So you have to be mindful of the foods that you choose. And I'm a big advocate of whole foods. And I'm not saying you can't eat animal products like meat, chicken, turkey, beef, as long as you know where it came from. You know it was grass-fed. You can find your local farmers in your area.
What you eat.
They sell their products. They sell beef. They sell chicken. They sell eggs. And you can find them, and they're not any more expensive than you would get in the store. So
yeah, Chanu, you heard what she said. You are what they eat. We are.
Yep, you are what you ate.
We are what we eat, and